Every day we give pieces of our mind, one notification, one scroll, one distraction at a time. Focus used to be natural. Now it's something we must fight to protect. Hi, this is Sudeep, and in this episode, we will delve into what it really means to stay focused in a world designed to steal your attention and how to reclaim the power of presence. Have you ever been deeply immersed in something important? Maybe working on a report, preparing a presentation, writing a proposal, or maybe studying, when suddenly, without warning, a quiet voice in your head whispers, "Just check your phone for a second." We all know that voice. It sounds harmless. It sounds gentle. It sounds like a tiny break that should not cause any harm. But that one quick peek can pull you into an entirely different universe. You open WhatsApp just for a minute, and suddenly you are 20 minutes deep into reels, memes, or a friend's vacation album. When you return to your work, the flow is gone, the momentum is broken, and you need to rebuild your focus from scratch. This isn't just about productivity, this is about your attention, the most valuable currency we possess today. Losing focus alone is one thing. Imagine what they do to our moments together, with family, with friends, with colleagues. Because attention doesn't just define how we work, it defines how we live, how we connect, and how we show up for others. Take team meetings, for example. The discussion is happening, decisions are being shaped, the direction of work is being defined. But there's always someone completely absorbed in their phone, scrolling, typing, reacting, while the room moves forward without them. Physically present, mentally elsewhere. Now picture a family dinner. Everyone finally sits together after a long day, an opportunity to connect, share, laugh, unwind. And yet, one child is watching YouTube, another is scrolling Instagram, someone's replying to messages, and we ourselves may be glancing at notifications. A table full of people, yet worlds apart. We are present in body, but absent in spirit. And this pattern, this quiet disconnection, doesn't end at home. It follows us to work too, where distraction often wears the disguise of productivity. Of course, it is easy to blame technology, but sometimes the real distractions don't come from our phones at all. They may not come with notifications, but they still pull us away from what truly matters. Over the years in corporate life, I have seen another kind of distraction, one that looks productive from the outside. Sometimes I assign a simple task to team members, assuming it will be done quickly. But when I follow up, I hear I was busy. And yes, they were indeed busy, just not with the right work. They were attending to things outside their core responsibility, filling time with activity that felt productive but did not move the needle. It's surprisingly common for people to forget why they were hired, their true contributions, and spread their energy across distractions disguised as helping or stay involved. To remain effective, we must learn to set boundaries. When you have important responsibilities at hand, it's not disrespectful to say, "Let me finish what I am accountable for first." That isn't refusal, it's clarity, it's discipline. Because if you don't protect your focus, someone else will consume it. And that brings us to an important question. If focus and attention are so essential to life and work, why don't we start learning these skills much earlier? If staying focused is such a critical life skill, why do we only begin learning it after years of struggle? Imagine if schools taught mindfulness, presence, and sustained attention as core life skills, just like reading or mathematics. Today's students grew up surrounded by constant alerts, infinite scrolling, and instant feel good hits. Concentration is harder than ever. Yet, we still tell them to pay attention without teaching them how. But attention isn't a switch, it's a muscle. And like any muscle, it strengthens with practice. Simple habits like sitting quietly with awareness of breath, completing one task before starting another, studying in focused intervals, keeping the phone away during study time. These may seem small, but over years, they build mental stamina, patience, and clarity. A child who learns how to be present doesn't just become a better student, they grow into a calm, focused, thoughtful adult. This isn't an extra activity, this is preparation for life. The earlier we begin, the deeper the roots. And while the foundation may start early, focus is not something you outgrow, it's something you keep training throughout life. Let's talk about how. I often wish these lessons were part of our school days. But since they weren't, we have to teach ourselves now, one habit at a time. And it's actually simpler than we think. The good news is focus can be trained. Here are a few practices that have helped me immensely. The first one is practicing mindfulness and presence. Learn how to pause, notice your breath, bring your mind back to where your body already is. That small act resets attention. Let's talk about the second one, single tasking. Multitasking feels productive, but it is actually a productivity killer. It divides and weakens your focus. Do one thing at a time, do it fully, then move on. The third one is about setting boundaries with distractions. Train your mind gradually. 15 minutes of uninterrupted work, then 25, then 30, then 45, and so on. You are not avoiding your phone, you are retraining your impulses. And the fourth is all about working in short and deep focus bursts. Tell yourself, for the next 30 minutes, nothing else matters except this task. Give your full presence and attention, then take a break. That's how you build momentum, the most powerful force in meaningful work. But at the heart of it, these habits are just the tools. The real question is, what are we ultimately training for? What's the purpose behind all this focus? Every practice, every moment of focus leads us to something beyond productivity. It leads us to presence. And that's where the real goal lies. The goal isn't to escape technology, it isn't to reject modern life. The goal is to reclaim our attention, to be present while working, to be present while listening, to be present with our families, to be present with ourselves. Because in a world of endless distraction, focus is a superpower. The person who learns to protect their attention will think clearer, work better, relate deeper, and live more fully. Because the richest moments in life are never inside a screen, they are found in connection, in silence, in awareness, and in presence. You have been listening to Want to Stay Focused. Pay the price with your attention. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone who needs a reminder that attention, once lost, can always be rebuilt, one mindful moment at a time.